Papa John's. It started over 20 years ago in the broom closet of a tavern in Indiana. Now, it's claimed the third largest slice of the pizza industry. There are 3,000 Papa John's restaurants in the U.S., and operations are underway in another 27 countries. Last year, Papa John's revenue topped $1 billion, according to Forbes magazine.
John Schnatter, founder and chairman of Papa John's. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good to be here.
You know, folks at home, if you want to be inspired, stick around for the next 7 or 8 or 9 minutes, because this guy has a fantastic story. You had a gut check moment where a lot of people could have curled up in a ball, but before we get to that, you're a kid at Ball State University studying business. How the hell did you start making pizzas?
Well, I made pizzas through high school, and I made pizzas through college, and I fell in love with the business. And
what do you mean you made? Where does that come from? The average guy's not making pizzas. Where did that come from?
Well, it was washing dishes at Rocky Sub Pub, and the Fondrisis, Joe and John and Frank owned the restaurant, and they got to make the pizzas, and I got to wash the dishes. And one day they had a write-up in the Saturday scene. They got busy, and they went to the front of the restaurant, and I graduated to make pizzas, and it was an honor to make pizzas if you weren't a Fondrisi, and I just fell in love with it.
So you said, okay, this making pizza thing is pretty good.
Yeah, I loved it from the get-go.
And you got out of college, and how did you end up working with your dad? And he had was it a bar and a pub?
He had a little 50-cent beer joint, mixed lounge, and it wasn't doing well, so I bought Mick out, and that's when I fell in love with business. And we got Mick straightened out and got it solvent, and then one night I took a sledgehammer and knocked the broom closet down, and we started selling pizza out of the back of it. Our best week ever was like $1,100 the first year. We did $200 and we're jumping up and down because we thought we were rich.
And so the store opens next door?
Store opens in the broom closet next door. We got so busy in the broom closet, we kind of blew the doors out of that. And so we started building the restaurant next door. We got the financing, got a $30,000 loan, which was at that time an unbelievable amount of money. Had the bar making money, and we were on our way.
And the gut check moment? The
gut check moment. The week of March of '85, my dad went in the hospital, and he passed away.
Was it sudden? Or?
Yeah, it was sudden. Went in, and my uncle and I were going back and forth several times that week to see Dad, and he looked at me. He said, "I got a bad feeling about this," and I said, "I do too, Uncle Bill." And he said, "You know, if something happens, you realize you're the leader." It was like, because I was 23, brother's halfway through law school, my sister's halfway through college. I mean, I just got this loan for the pizza place, but I didn't know it was going to work. Just got the bar fixed up, and Dad was kind of the guy. So it was scary. It was a scary time, yeah.
So you obviously have this tremendous grief, your father passing away, and you went to the funeral in the morning and in the afternoon.
Well, there's a saying, God put your best where you're most afraid to go, and we buried Dad on a Thursday and came in on a Friday. The bar was to the right, and the pizza place was to the left, and it was one of those choices in life where you can feel sorry for yourself and mope, or you can go build the pizza. This is back when we actually built the facilities, and we went left and built a dining room, and then we built a pizza place, and then we built a pizza company, and the rest is history. But there's no doubt in my mind, you said it best at the forefront, that when the whole world's falling apart, that's when you got to hold on to yourself and stay solid and get through it. And our world was falling apart, but we made the right choice through adversity, and it's really been a blessing ever since. And it would have been the way Daddy would have wanted it to be.
That was probably what was driving you also. You heard your dad's voice saying that this is the way he would want it.
He never quit. He tried 10, 15, 20 businesses, and he just never quit. And so I learned that never give up, especially when things are tough, attitude from my dad and from my papa. So it was a blessing in disguise. He gave me a gift on the way out. He really did.
Yeah. And you, brother and sister, are both in school, and so you now at 23 have got the weight on your shoulders of getting this business off the ground, putting them through school,
right,
while suffering through your grief. That's a big load.
Well, we just never gave up, and you know, people like the pizza, and we like the people who made the pizza, who sold it to the people who like the pizza. So it was like, if people like the pizza and you like the people who are making the pizza, I just thought that was a winning formula, and we've never cut corners on quality. And
so let me see. So now you got a pizza stain, you got two. How did this now turn into what is now $1 billion business, the third largest pizza company? So go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 7 to 10 to 20. Take me through that.
Well, I think a lot of it was luck, really. But we've always had great people. We've always taken good care of them. And I remember in '88, '89, people were doubting Papa John's, but the sales kept going up. And I'm going, if the sales go up and people like it, surely we can figure the rest of it out. And we got voted best pizza in 1990 in Louisville. That was a huge springboard. We took her public June of '93. In '91, I didn't have $2,000 to go on vacation. In '94, the company was worth $200 million. So we literally went from nothing to really having a lot of blessings in a short period of time. But it was just because we believed what we were doing, we had a passion for what we're doing, and we never gave up. We were resilient.
I love that. Speaking of resilient, you went through, I'm seeing on your shirt now, better ingredients, better pizza. There was a moment in time you were saying we're the best ingredients, best pizza, went through some litigation problems and kind of had to tone it down a little bit.
Well, we were on a roll in the late 90s. We were building 400 stores a year, and I'm 33 years old. We're making tens of millions of dollars a year, and I think sometimes success goes to your head. And so we were picking at pizza a little bit, and I think we poked that bear a little bit too hard. They came after us, so we went to court. Actually, went to the Supreme Court, and they let us hold on to the slogan. But I think the moral of that story is stay humble. You know, stay lean and mean and stay humble, because you know, you have good days and you have bad days, and so don't ever take the good days for granted.
That's good advice. Name Papa John's. Who came up with that?
I had everything. I had the recipes, the equipment figured out, the square footage, but I didn't have a name. And so there was a dorm mate in the La Follette dorm in Ball State University in '93. And I said, will you come up with a name? And I said, I don't have any money, but I said, I'll give you pizza a week for the rest of your life. And he came up with the logo and the arch and everything else, but he's never come forward.
Papa John's. Great. Congratulations, man.
Right.
Great story. I know your dad's looking down here right
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
John Schnatter, founder and chairman of Papa John's. He is John. You know there's going to be pain. Don't go hiding under the covers. Stay in there and fight for what you love. More Big Idea.